Hi, my name is Caleb Long, curator of the annual Perennial Borderer and Magnolia Plaza here at Brooklyn Botanic Garden. We're here on the Lily Pool Terrace to talk about some essential garden tools. After nearly a century as one of the premier horticulture and botanical institutions in the world, Brooklyn Botanic Garden and its curators have developed expert practices with garden tools to share with home gardeners. But every gardener and gardener is different, and so the tools that are right for you. So my first most essential tool is a pair of trusty hand pruners. These come in handy for all sorts of things. Most important is to find some pruners with sturdy material. I prefer metal, and also something that you can take apart to sharpen and replace the blade if need be, and also keep the tool clean so that you don't spread any kind of virus or fungus between plants while you're pruning. So hand pruners are useful for all sorts of things, but usually they're used to cut back herbaceous or woody material. Here I'm going to remove some of the winter spent foliage on the hellebores to expose some of the new growth that's emerging here. So I'm just going to take a few leaves and cut them back at the base of the plant here. And this makes room for the new flowers and foliage that are emerging. Another essential garden tool is a small handheld saw. Used for cutting woody material that's maybe too large for your hand pruners or even loppers to ensure the health of the plant. And I'll demonstrate that on this branch that's crossing here on this cornice. Also something with a screw that you can remove and replace the blade on if need be. This is a collapsible blade here that I find pretty useful for keeping in my pockets throughout the day. And I'm going to remove this branch here that's crossing through the center of the shrub. Just cutting right at the base here. To remove the bulk of the branch first, and then you can come back and do a cleaner cut further back on the plant. Another of my favorite and very essential garden tools is a soil knife. While they may look menacing, the blade is relatively dull, and they're useful for everything from breaking up compacted soil to removing weeds, and even planting small annuals and perennials in place of a trowel, which other people might consider an essential garden tool. Two more very essential garden tools are your spade and fork. Every gardener should have a pair of these. They often work hand in hand and separately. Fork is great for breaking up a soil to prepare it for planting as opposed to a rototiller, which can do some damage over time. And a spade is good for everything from removing unwanted material to planting new plants. And together they work quite well when you're dividing perennials, which you will need to do with some of them from time to time to ensure health and best flower. First you insert the fork into the clump and then simply drive your spade alongside the back of the fork and separate. Finally, it's important to have something that you can move heavy material around your garden with. A wheelbarrow is a very essential tool, useful for everything from moving mulch and compost, other soil amendments, to moving plant material to where it's going to be planted.